Hey everybody, JD Man here, guys and girlies, on the S1000XR tonight. There's some deer we've seen. I got the crash bars on it and the auxiliary LEDs, if you can see that down there. Got them mounted on the crash bars. You can see, I'll turn them off. See how that, turn them on, how much more I can see to the side. I have them angled out some. I want to be able to see what's going on out in the fields. Both sides there, you see the over to the, see that, and that's the high beam there with just a regular light, and there's with the LEDs on. I tried putting LED headlights in, but the heat sinks the fan stuck out past the housing, the headlight housing, and was not able to put the cap back on it. So, you know, if it rained or anything like that, you get water in those headlight housings. So I decided just to, I got some Sylvania light sport bulbs, a little bit more whiter light, and also I got some LED little bulbs, 194s. That's why my lamp fault's on. I've tried to find CAN bus compatible 194s for this, but none of them work. So I like these. They're nice and bright, so I'm going to stick with them. But until I can get a LED headlight bulb that'll fit in here with the cap on it, I'm just going to do without them. And the ones I had, oh my gosh, they were bright. I mean, I wish I could have them in here, but then again, I had them one night. I had them on the bike and went for a ride, and quite a few times I got flashed with just a low beam on, single headlight. So if just one light's way too bright, and then you know, if that's bugging cars, I said the heck with it. I'm just not gonna do it. This here setup so far is looking pretty good. It's not like the GS, that's for dang sure. Yeah, that the LED headlight in that bike is where it's all happening. But yeah, and these are the ones I got off eBay for like 85 bucks or whatever, and they look just like the ones that are on the GS, the auxiliary lights that came with it, and they have the same flat beam pattern is what the GS ones do. You know, I mean, they look just like it. They're freaking clones. But yeah, you can see, you know, there's low beam, there's a high beam. The high beam on this bike's pretty good. So, but yeah, I wasn't gonna ride this bike without those auxiliary lights on. I just like I said, look at the difference. Yeah, so anything to help see, you know, that way I can split the 311 shift duty between the GS and this, and then the daylight shift 7 to 3 between the Truxton and Monster. So Then tomorrow when it's daylight here, I'll take some more video and show you what I did, you know, with the crash bars and that, and then get you a view of the lights so you can see what's going on there. I think it's a nice little rig. You know, the lights stick out past the crash bars, which I figure is no big deal. You know, if it goes down and smashes them, yeah, they're only 85 bucks. So. But if you see two here, try and ride towards the center of the road at night. Give me a little bit of time if something's coming from the right. React. And I like these LEDs. They help to illuminate, you know, the deer's eyes, I think, glow a little bit better with the LED lights. You know, just like reflective signs and all that, you know, they're brighter. Yep, what's that? A cat. The LEDs definitely, you can see their eyes better. That's what I look for. If I see any little stars in the fields, you know, or at the side of the road, I know there's some critter there. You just can't ride like an idiot either if you want to live, you know. But yeah, we're rolling 998 miles on the XR. I've been for the summer transferred. I got to drive farther. I got to do 45 miles instead of my 28-mile trip one way, so it's a 90-mile ride every day. Till Labor Day while it's busy. I had to go back to where I used to work, just for the summer. A coon there. See that? Yeah. Even had his back to me and I saw him. That's good. So yeah, I gotta get the first service schedule on this pretty directly. I'd try to wait till 1,000 miles. That way if there's any bugs, yeah, give it time. They can just take care of it then. Same with the Ducati. I've got 800 miles on it now, and it's time. It's, yeah, they wanted 6 still, lights on. So get it in, get it done too. So, yep. So I'll. Tomorrow morning, like I said, I'll get you some video here of what the setup is. Hopefully you guys said you can see there what we're doing. See that? Nah. The difference. Off, on. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but yeah, and the GS was, the lights are higher up, which helps, would help a little bit, but just how this is, you know. I'm sure there's other ways you could mount them, but this is the setup I chose. So, okay. I will see you guys tomorrow when the sun's out. Take a look at this stuff. Y'all have a good evening. JD Man, I'm going to say good night. Morning everybody, JD Man back here again. Like I told you, I'd give you
a rundown here on what we did on the S1000XR with auxiliary lights. Here they are. Like I said, I attached them to the SW Motech crash bars. Putting the bars on was much easier than doing all the wiring and all that for the lights. They went on pretty easy. They already attached the holes that were already there. You know, they provide you all the hardware. Only thing you had to do is take this piece off to get in there. And there's a crossbar running to the other side. But you can see I have these lights angled out, like I said, so I can see into the field. And they have the flat beam, and you see they look just like the GS. I mean, they're, you know, Chinese knockoffs, but I'll tell you what, they do a good job. Kind of impressed by them. Same here with the other side. This bolt here on the crash bar is the only one that I had to actually, that there was a bolt in, I had to take out and replace with a new one. Everything else just bolted in the holes that were already there. You know, the installation on these couldn't be any easier, and I think they look pretty good. They don't stick out far, and kind of look like they belong on the bike. As you can see, I have the braided fiberglass wire loom on there on my wiring. These lights come with pigtails. You got to soldered and heat shrink tubed everything, and you know, the wiring was the biggest part. I had to take this piece loose, not completely off. Took this piece off so I could run the wiring up along the fuel tank, the air box and that, up here to the forks. And I have wires run down each side of the bike then to each light. Come up through the side, then down through. And there's just enough I could put the switch harness in with the clutch cable and that. I don't know if you can see the switch there. It's an illuminated switch. That way you can tell. I don't know if you can see that. If you got it on. I'll show you here the what I did underneath the seat. I just hooked the lights directly to the battery. Like I said, there you see the fiberglass wire loom. I put a fusible fuse in there, 10 amp. These are 40 watt lights, so they're going to be drawing about 3 1/3 amps a piece, and then whatever amperage that little light's pulling. It was pulling about 7.5 amp, if I remember correctly, close to 7. So that's all I did there. Just like I said, heat shrunk everything, and wire tied it down. Try and keep it neat looking and safe. Okay, so here I'll give you a look at the lights. Okay, there's the high beams. Now those aren't the factory lights. I got rid of the factory bulbs. I put these Philips Crystal Vision Ultra headlight bulbs in. Those are the factory bulbs. Like I told you, I had LED bulbs to put in. These are the bulbs that I wanted to put in it, and I did. I tried them, and man, they are bright. I wish I could have kept them in, but like I said, people were flashing me with their high beams, and the cap that goes over the headlight, you couldn't get it back on with this heat with the fan. Okay, and there you see the low beam, and there's the little LED 194s I was talking about. Kind of gives it more of a whiter light, and these things are actually pretty bright for what they are. But they throw a CAN bus error, and I tried a few different ones and I couldn't find one that didn't. So I'll turn these on. So there you can see them. Like I said, they throw out a nice wide flat beam. There's with all four lights on. Yeah, I hear that thing. She wants to go. I mean, just sitting there idling, you can tell it wants to rip. It'd be nicer to have these up higher, like on the GS, because like if you have high grass along the side of the road, you know, it'd be nice to be having that light up above that. But like I said, I saw that raccoon there, and you know, that's the name of the game. Just, and I've seen a few other deer that I know I wouldn't have saw if I wouldn't have had those lights on. You know, that's, you know, to see this stuff, to give you time to react, slow down. You know, if one comes right out in front of you running, there's not much you can do. You know, but at least if you can see them, then you know, it gives you time to react. So, but yeah, if, like I said, I got those off of eBay. They were like $85 for the pair, and I see they even have them now with like a wiring harness and everything you can get for $105. So, you know, if you want to do that and get it all ready, and you don't have to mess around with it, with the wiring like I did. I made the wiring from scratch. Yeah, I'm happy with the outcome. So all I gotta do now is get my Skeen P3 on the back for the tail light, brake lights, and like so on the GS, put those lights on. I just want to show you what I did over the weekend too. Also, I did the bike on Sunday. I wanted to get that done so I could ride it for the 311 shift. But you know, like I said, if you're a gearhead, this kind of stuff I think would interest you. But the 1935 John Deere D that I had talked about earlier, finally got the sheet metal painted here on Sunday. Also did this, got it prepped Saturday, and she got a pretty good shine to it. So I'm going to get it together. I'm going to dig it out of the other garage over there. And you guys got to hear that run. If you never, it's 2-cylinder, okay, the old putt-putt. And that there, if you've never heard one of them run, I think the D has a different sound of its own than the other 2-cylinders, because that's the largest gas 2-cylinder John Deere ever made. It's like 501 cubic inches, I believe. Not a lot of horsepower, good bit of torque, but just the sound, it's got a straight pipe on it, and it sounds good. So I'll do a video on that once we get that up and running. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. It's the 4th of July, so go out and celebrate America. Peace.